Hospital Porters, Pride and Dignity, Stop the New World Order. Welcome to Hapanwo TV. I saw something quite remarkable at work today that really got me thinking, and I thought I'd tell you about it because I think you'd be interested in it too. It's all about the nature of rebellion and freedom, and what it means to fight for freedom and how you do it, and what is freedom, and how it's taken away from us. Let me explain. I took some photos of what I saw. This is an office in the hospital. This is photos taken in one of the offices at the hospital. This first photo was on one of the notice boards, and it is an advertising. It's an advertisement for a demonstration and public meeting to stop the cuts. Now, of course, it's a bit old now, so it really should have been taken down. But I'm glad they didn't, because it proves the point that I want to make. It's something I wholeheartedly support. I'm going to go on some more of these demonstrations because there's several more coming out. There's one on the 26th of March. I wholeheartedly support it. This is an act of rebellion against the government cuts. But the funny thing was, on the opposite notice board to this one was just like well, not a notice board, a whiteboard. Was this? It was a painting. Well, not a painting. A drawing done with a marker pen. And you can see here there's a human figure. It is male, you can just about see. And there's grass and trees, and there's a sun in the sky. And it was actually done, and I recognised the style immediately, and I knew who did it. It was done by my extremely proud and dignified brother porter Ollie, and I'm going to shake his hand when I get back to work and I next see him. What it is, it's I realised that I was looking at another act of rebellion. This here is an act of rebellion too, every bit as much as the poster that's on the other notice board, only in a different way. This is a kind of right-brained rebellion, whereas the poster is a left-brained rebellion, and the two go together. But they're both equally important. I'll show you some close-ups here. That's a close-up of the sun. There's the grass and the trees and vegetation at the bottom. Looks like a man jumping off a cliff. It may be a self-portrait of Ollie himself. There's the human figure, because he does look a bit like Ollie actually, except Ollie usually keeps his clothes on. That got me really inspired me. And I was watching it. Excuse me. I realised that the picture gave a sense of beauty and creativity to a workplace which wouldn't normally be there. In fact, he's pretty much devoid of that kind of thing nowadays, devoid of anything kind of spiritual and transcendental. So thanks, Ollie. Thank you very much for giving us that. And then the story took a bit of a sad turn because I began thinking, well, how long is it going to be there? Yeah, how long is it going to be before someone wipes it off? You see, the fact that it gives a bit of sort of like colour and creativity and vitality, inspiration to the room and the people working within it is not a reason to leave it there. For management, it's a reason to take it down, to get it off. Yeah, they've done it before. They've deleted works of art that have been pinned up on the lodge notice board. They've removed them. And that's why I photograph every piece of art I see on there that Ollie does and anyone else does. I always do. I had a little bet with myself. I thought to myself, how long will it take? Right? I thought, let's see, I bet it'll be less than an hour. And guess what? Look. This was taken at 7:09. The first photos were taken at 6:30. 9 minutes past 7. It's gone. Someone's wiped it off. You're looking at a very sad sight there, a blank white board. You know what really is the saddest thing? It wasn't someone from management who came and wiped it off. It was one of the staff. One of the staff came in and wiped it off. The reason why? Because they knew that management would be displeased. Who needs bosses, man? We police ourselves. We're our own sheepdogs, our own prison warders, as David Icke says. You know. Oh, but have you noticed? Have you noticed? Right, if you're in your workplace, you may well experience something similar. That anything spiritual, transcendental, creative, involving thought and feeling, and humanity, human spirit, is somehow off limits. You know, have you noticed that it somehow is not acceptable? I mean, they come up with all kinds of excuses for it. They say it's not work related, or it's unprofessional. It's another one that keeps coming. Unprofessional. But really, it's strange. Anything that says to you that you are more than a robot, you're more than just a working machine that gets up in the morning, goes and does a job without any sort of inspiration, without any fulfillment at all, and goes home and sleeps at night, and you do that every day till you die. Anything that says you're more than that is banned. Does that happen in your workplace? Because I want to know if it does. Tell me. On the other hand, anything that says, keeps reminding us, oh, you're just a robot, you're nothing, you're just a piece of the bureaucratic furniture, you're a cog in a machine, your purpose of existence is to work and serve the system and then die. Oh, that's fine. You can put as much of that on the notice board as you want. Isn't it awful? It's not just work. It's everywhere. It's every aspect of human life now is like this. It's being stripped and bled dry of its spirit, of its meaning, of its value, of anything other than material profits for your boss or for the government. Oh, you know. Andy Thomas, the very, very good lecturer, once said in one of the conferences I went to, everything is designed to break our spirit. And that's true. It is. It's designed to break our spirit. You know, our challenge is not to let it. So thank God for people like Ollie. You know. And thank God for other people who attend the St. Theo's events. You know, this is a good point. They actually took down my St. Theo's flyers when I put them on that notice board. Why? It's not work related. How can St. Theo's Day not be work related? Bastards! This is what they try and do to people. Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them turn you into what they want you to be. A machine, a mindless clone, eating, shitting, pissing, vegetating in front of the TV, just taking in mindless, cheap entertainment for no other purpose than to be a slave to this monstrous evil machine that is society. Fight back against it. Alright, and fighting back doesn't mean you have to wave placards, or that can help, or go on demonstrations, like in the poster. You don't have to do that. You can, but you don't have to. That's not the only way. Another way is to do what Ollie did. Paint pictures, put up colourful images and pictures, play music in your workplace. Do you know what happened, right? A bloke I know who joined the portering service, he was a postman, right, and he used to work in the sorting office, sorting the mail. And they used to be sorting out the post and having a chat. And the boss came in and told them, from now on, you're not allowed to talk when you're on duty. You're not allowed to speak to each other. Why? Why? And this is what the staff said. They went up to him and said, why? It doesn't affect productivity. Does it make us more productive if we don't talk? Well, actually, it doesn't. Even if it did, that would be no excuse. But it didn't. And he said, because I say so. Because you're not here to talk, you're here to work. That's what he said. Alright, that's what we're up against here. There's no reason for it. There's no reason to ban them from talking. No reason that you can think of. But when it has a kind of obscene logic to it. Because it did have a purpose, it did have a reason. The reason was to dehumanise us and to robotise us. Okay? Don't let them do it to you. Alright? Andy Thomas said that everything is designed to break our spirit, but we must not let it. Okay? Please let me know if you've had similar experiences to this, and I'd be very, very interested to hear them, because I believe this is like a cancer spreading everywhere. Thanks for watching Herpanmo TV. Hospital Porter's Pride and Dignity, stop the New World Order.